gentlemen, let's put those hands together for International Speaker of the Universe, a man of many good mornings, JMan.
Good morning, buenos dias. This is Jeremiah's JMan with JMan Speaks, coming to you live and direct from our world headquarters here in Rochester, New York, aka the RETA-verse. Are you ready for the RETA-verse? I don't know if you're ready. So RETA stands for Real Estate Tech Advantage. We're going to get right into it. To start us off, though, let me tell you a little things that we're adding in addition, because we're going next level. Look, you see my shirt here, it says Elevate. If you haven't seen this shirt before, it's one of my favorite shirts, but it was my word of the year in 2020. And that's what I did. I did elevate, regardless of the scenario, the situation. And we've released some products in the past that you may have heard of. JMan's Lister Predictor, along with Sir Bot-A-Lot, which is our messenger bot solutions. Now, we racked our brain, and we thought we couldn't sleep at night because we know these are things that can help you with your business. We thought, where are we going wrong? Where can we make this better? How can we elevate this even more to take people's businesses to the next level? We got the solution, okay? What we're going to do with this new Real Estate Tech Advantage, RETA, and there's a whole acronym for the RETA-verse. I have it on the site. I don't have it memorized yet. But if you're watching live, please just put where you're watching from. And what's one thing you want to do better with your technology this year into next year? Because now is the time to start implementing new systems and technology, because you got the time. You get the time to kind of invest in it and the money, hopefully, because year end, we all had, every single real estate agent I know has had record years. So end of year is the time to reinvest in things that are tax deductible so that you can get those additional write-offs, because you need to be paying your taxes. Don't mind me as I have my coffee. You too should have your coffee. So we got 8 of you watching live and nobody wants to comment today. I don't know what the deal is. Hopefully you can hear me. If everybody can hear me, just say yes. And then tell me where you're watching from. I'm going to lower this. It seems like I'm peaking just a little bit. Oh, okay, there we go. Now it all of a sudden at one time jumbled in. Okay, we got Sabrina Lowry, my girl from Atlanta. How you doing? The RETA-verse is in the building. That's right. We got Eleni's coming in hot in a minute. I see you in the green room. Hold on one second. We got Marianne McCreary coming in from Howell, Michigan. Marianne, I'm not even going to guess where Howell, Michigan is, but I'm sure it's nice there. We got Yvette Foster coming in from NY. Where in NY are you coming from, Yvette? So Marianne says she wants more automated systems in place for social media. Have you come to the right place? Let me tell you. Okay. We got Michelle. She's coming to us from... Shoot, Michelle, I just drew a blank. Is it St. Louis, Missouri? Okay. And we got Renita Scroggs from Houston, Texas. We got Jeffrey Scott Stanton, indubitably from New York City. Okay. Oh, Chicago. Dang it. I don't know why. Sorry about that, Michelle. Michelle's from Chicago. Listen, guys, we talk about this all the time, but it's so important for you to comment in the beginning of this, because I'm going to give you a shout out. Maybe somebody needs a referral person for Chicago or Houston or New York or Atlanta. Like, connecting on live streams is just another great way to network that nobody talks about. Okay? So maybe we'll get started with... And Eleni, I don't want to keep you in the green room. I appreciate you, but I'm going to bring you on around 10:17, if that's okay. Yeah? Okay. All right. So first thing we want to talk about, first things first, make sure you opt in to be reminded when we go live. There's no reason why we shouldn't have 100 people on every live stream, because we're bringing tremendous value for free. I'm not charging you to watch these things. I should, but I'm dropping nuggets every week because I want you to be better, do better in your real estate business. So that first, at the very top where it says live.jmanspeaks.com, you click there and you'll opt in to be reminded every time we go live. And then I'm going to talk about the other things. All of the other things. Okay, so if you've never experienced our messenger bots, I'm going to hop right into this so that you can kind of get an idea of what we're talking about here. And then I'm going to give you a couple of different websites. I have free webinars on Messenger bots, free webinars on JMan's Lister Predictor. But let me go back here. First one, first things first. This is a seller flow. So this is just a recorded flow of what would happen if you said to somebody, let's say I did a live stream, it's like, who wants to know what their home is worth? Real estate in our area has increased 54.6% over the last 5 years. Boom. Okay. Would you like a home equity estimate? Click yes or no. No. Would you like to get one today? All you have to do is answer a few questions. Questions. That's my Spanish accent coming out. How much do you owe on your current mortgage? 300,000. Okay, and this is going to continue on. It's you got to think of messenger bots as just like a scripted. It's an automated conversation with a personal touch, right? So then it goes through there and it says, please list all improvements that you've made to the property since you've been there, with the date and how much they cost. We're going to plug in all of this information into our RPR account, right? With RPR, you can create a seller's report, but I need all of this. And then it follows up with how's the market? We can help. Everybody wants to know how the market is. Delivering value with every single question. And when we have on-demand resources, today's consumer wants information now. They don't want you to wait till tomorrow morning. They don't want to wait till next week. If you have to say to them, when I get back to the office, you might as well say, when you find a new realtor, right? All right, so that's the seller flow. Next down the line, let's see what we got. This is open house. So if you're doing open houses and you still need to do a COVID questionnaire, you can take that off or put it on. But on there, it's going to go, have you ever had any, like you do normally with COVID, and then it's going to say, are you working with an agent? Okay, if they say yes, they're working with an agent, the flow stops. If they say no, then we're going to ask them about the house. We're going to ask them the price, the condition, the value. And then we're going to send a flyer to them, and then it's going to follow up with, again, would you like to know about the market? Would you like to know about properties 23 and a half hours before they come on the market? Right, you got to peek into their curiosity. That can you advertise to somebody 23 hours and 59 minutes before a property hits the market, before it's publicly advertised, or once it's publicly advertised? Yes. Can you still market to your own mailing list of people that are interested in knowing the properties you have coming? Yes, because that's not publicly advertising. Okay. Next, we have resources. So I have all these resources on demand, and once we get into our conversation with a Lenny and Wise Agent, we also have these resources available within your Wise Agent account. Okay, so once somebody says, what kind of buyer are you? First-time home buyer. I have all these on demand. Moving with pets, buyers, things you should not do, first-time home buyer questions, frequently asked questions, the only buyer's guide you'll ever need, right? Today's consumer wants it on demand, but you see, I'm not like a salesperson going, you need to come into the office. I have so many resources, and if you don't come in, we can't talk. I go, yep, here you go, and I walk away. They ask another question, here you go, and I walk away, right? It's like a takeaway close. It's like, I'm just delivering tremendous value. I love you. You love me. We're going to be a happy family in the real estate game, okay? And then this last one, let's see what this one is. Oh, it's going to be tell me about your dream home. So Jennifer says, oh, it's a large yard in the suburbs. Again, it goes through a conversation. Are you pre-approved or will you be paying cash? Pre-approved. Oh, sweet. We have someone or two for you. Do you want me to call them or should we have them contact you? I'll call them. Okay, here's two great people we've worked with in the past. And then we have business card 1, business card 2. Boom, baby. I need my explosion. Hold on. Wait, I'm going to do my air horn. Why wouldn't I be doing air horns? That's ridiculous. Okay, and then the last one's the text flow, because look it, we can do all of this not just on the Facebook. We can do it on Instagram now. We can do it on SMS. We can do it on WhatsApp, and we can do it on something called Telegram, which I don't even think is here yet. I don't even know what it is, but when it comes, we're ready. We stay ready, my friends. Okay. So let's go over here to the shared screen of what I have going on. A couple things I want to talk about. Which one do I want to do first? So you're going to see there is a second a second link. This should be live.jmanspeaks, and then there's reta.jmanspeaks.com. You click the Reta, that's going to reserve your seat. Okay, we're not asking for any dinero today. Eventually there will be, don't worry. But not today. You reserve your seat. We're going to give you access to these webinars, a full webinar, the one we did today, the playback, of course, but a webinar we did on messenger bots, plus a webinar we did on JMan's Lister Predictor, and a third one that we did with Wise Agent, okay? Because Melani's freaking awesome, and she's always delivering value just like us. But here's just real quick, I'm going to walk through this so you can kind of get an idea. This is your 10-minute version of what a messenger bot is, but you'll have access to all of this. As you go through, there's buttons for you to press to say, I want a real estate bot demo. Okay, great. Then you go through it. It says, what's included, Jeremiah? Well, there's a welcome message to your bot. Okay, the welcome message means when somebody comes in off your Facebook page, or even a group, if you have a really big group or great group that you're running that's related to like your location, you can then just assign. You can actually, as they come in, it says, okay, welcome message, here are my resources. Just like I showed you, like say, here are my resources 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. How can we help you? Okay, you can put that welcome message everywhere. You can have it in your email signature. You can have it in your Facebook page. You can have it even as a website overlay. The website overlay is the most underlooked, but almost the most valuable tool you can have, because if you're getting traffic to the website, it pops up and says, hey, you want to know what your home is worth? You don't even have to call us. Boom. Okay, and then you can have that conversation there. It includes the digital business card for those of you who want to be the coolest kids in school, right? You share this business card. You could get a customized URL with your name. Contact me, jman.com or meetjman.com, whatever you want that to be. Comes with an open house or COVID questionnaire. We would love to think that we can take off that COVID questionnaire at some point, but what the freak? There is even another variant that I heard about, the Epsilon variant. I don't know. You get QR codes for everything. Everything within the bot has QR codes that'll go directly to it. So the reason why I'm explaining this to you so quickly is because we're going to include training for all of this. That's where the value, this is where I'm saying, like, I failed you, because we're going to give you training on how to integrate all of this. Before we say, okay, here's the bot, have at it. But now we're going to do a 6-part training and then a monthly training to keep you going. But there's a web chat and exit pop-up, which means as they come in and as they go out of your website, it pops up. There's a Facebook comment trigger. So I could have set up a trigger on this live stream today to say, hey, just comment bot. Don't do it now because I didn't set it up for this one. But even though that might work. But if you commented bot in the comments of a live stream, or first-time home buyers, or USDA, or whatever the case may be, it's all there. Okay, you have a live chat app. There's a full buyer's guide. That alone, this is like a 50-page buyer's guide that's included in there. This is also going to be in your Wise Agent account. There's a full seller's guide. There's the home equity estimate. But wait, there's more. Oh, shoot.
You won!
I know. All of your resources included, plus 12 more secret resources. Seller resources, buyer, and seller. There's stuff that's very specific. Renita, I don't have the bot set up. But if you go to bot.jmanseminars.com, I'll put it in the chat. If you just go to the reta.jmanseminars.com or reta.jmanspeaks, that'll get you there. Okay? Now, second thing I want to talk about is JMan's Lister Predictor. JMan's Lister Predictor. That's right. How does it work? These guys are putting bots in the freaking comments. I didn't say it. Okay. Who wants to get sellers now? Raise their hand, their virtual hand. Would you like sellers now and in the future? I know we're seeing, man, it's gotten a little bit more challenging even as we go into the winter, and some of you get snow like we do. It's going to change for you. And when that changes, we want you to be ready. So we have a free webinar for you on how the data works. You don't have to get into it. It works great. Okay, you know what it does? It tracks your spending. It tracks your searches. It tracks all the things that you agree to. Okay, this is the scary part. When you say, yeah, check the terms of service, you're agreeing to let Capital One, American Express, all the rest of those companies, right? All the rest of those companies sell your searches. right? That's what they're doing. Your search history, just like Facebook, just like Google, just like everybody else. Data is the new thing. Okay? So what this program does, the 9 Ds that lead to listing. Okay? Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's basically it, right? What they do is they take all of your database, it gets uploaded into the system, and it'll show you more in the webinar, but we're not going to get into it because I want to keep this short and to the point. I don't want to keep the chief operating officer from Wise Agent waiting that long. But if what you do is you upload your database, every day I get notified. Every day I get notified if somebody is likely to sell from within my database, right? So what that means is, come back over here for a second. I get notified if somebody wants to sell within my database, and they go between, it's ranked from 1 to 100. And so 60 to 80 is somewhat likely, 80 to 100 is likely to sell. Now, when they track this, 1 out of 5 people that they said were likely to sell, they did lead to a listing, or they did get listed in the MLS. Let me say that, because some people ignore the data, and if you ignore the data, you go, no. It's like when you ignore Waze and you say, no, that's not the quickest way to get to my route, and then you end up in traffic, and you're like, damn it, it's smarter than me. Well, that's the way data works. It's always going to be smarter than you. And the integration that we're taking to the next level here is that when somebody reaches that 60 to 80 mark, or they reach that 80 to 100 mark, it doesn't mean that they're going to sell their home today, right? NAR tells us statistically that people who are likely to sell or likely to buy are doing their research 2 to 24 months prior to ever taking action. And so that's where like a good drip campaign, a good bot, and we have the messenger bot, but we're going to bring Eleni on here in about 30 seconds to talk about the Autobot. They have an AI bot, and like I say, Autobots, it's like Transformers. Autobots roll out, but they have an AI bot, which I've been playing with because, look, I'm like you guys, right? I'm not going to rep something I don't believe in. I like to test it, and then I love when results happen because the proof is in the pudding, baby, and boy, do we have pudding for you today. So let me see if I'm going to bring her around and see how this works. Let's go interview style. Boom, boom. Oh, shoot, man, my setup is so nice. I'm telling you what, but I don't have sound for
Oh,
there you
that
go.
was quick.
Yeah, I got it. The push of a button. You could see
Okay.
we're floating heads in the metaverse here. Okay. Yo, this is, I just love great video. So, Eleni, for those who don't know you, please introduce yourself. Oh, I'm losing your.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Jay. Thanks for having me on.
Okay.
My name is Eleni. You got me? Okay. There is a delay as I'm watching this, so.
Well, don't watch it. Don't watch it because there's going to be a delay that'll make your brain explode.
Okay. Well, I'm not watching it on. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so my name is Eleni Summershield. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Wise Agent. Wise Agent is a real estate specific CRM. And so, like Jay said, that we do have an AI bot that we this came out several months ago in Wise Agent that really will help start a conversation when you get a lead in, or if you have existing contacts in your database that you want to like get acquainted with and see if they're interested in buying or selling. And it really does help with getting yourself out of the fear of, oh my gosh, I'm going to be rejected. What are they going to say to me? What do I say to them? You don't have to think about what to say. All you have to do is click of a button and really just start, and the bot will take the conversation and start engaging with them for that, either appointment to list a property or to go see a property.
I like it because it's like those old kung fu movies. It's like, hello, we are talking about bots today, but it's
I know, I get
it's fine. Well, and what I like about it, and I'm going to go to another screen here where I'm going to share a recorded a screen recording from my phone on the conversation from yesterday. But the power is this, right? So many of you, and I know because I used to chase after online leads a lot. 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. I spent chasing after strangers before I changed my business and decided to go in a different direction. And it was very much like if they didn't buy right away, right, I go show them one house and I don't convert that lead. I was like, I got time for this, right? And I would move on because I'm more of like a hunter than a farmer. And just saying, okay, boom, I'm going to take this dude and I'm going to put him into this bot, let that bot handle it. And if it comes, something comes of it, fine. If not, at least I know that I did everything that I could. I think that's definitely the power.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a few fears that happen, that go through people's minds when, especially when you're buying leads. I mean, you're already spending a ton of money on these leads, so you don't want to, you don't want to just reach out to them once and then they don't reach out to you and you're like, all right, I guess that didn't work out. Bye. I mean, you're probably spending on average, the average realtor is spending about $50 a lead. Okay. And so when you're spending that kind of money and you just send one text or make one phone call, they don't answer, you leave a voicemail, they don't respond to you or whatever happens, that one and done kind of thought process on, reaching out to the lead is really a detriment to you and the money that you've spent on them. It's like taking a $50 bill and just throwing it out the window, right?
Well, and it's like a lead is like a relationship. And for those of you who are married or in a relationship, imagine if you just talked to the person one time and said, you know what, if they like me, they'll call me.
Right.
That's not gonna work. Some of you guys, it took us 10, 12, 30 tries before we found the love of our life. We had to keep, gotta break them down just like a lead would, like finally, probably, I'm not gonna say this, but maybe Eleni's husband kept calling her. She was like, all right. I mean, that's like a buyer lead, right? Fine. We'll go to a date, which is I'll show a house, right? I'll look at a house, and then the rest is history.
Yeah.
The rest is
But
history.
it's also the speed to lead. You want to make sure that they're getting these requests out. Now, it doesn't matter if you're getting the lead from, any of the portals or your website or Facebook. They want information right here, right now. I mean, that's the kind of world that's what we live in. That's a society, instant gratification. That's what everyone wants.
No,
And so
I agree, but what's funny is like I took an extra step to edit this recording and put a rectangle around the guy's name, and then I rewinded it to the beginning, and I didn't put the rectangle right at the beginning. So like, if you guys want to steal the lead, that's fine. If you're in Rochester and you watch this, cash me outside. How about that? But this was a lead that I'm gonna give the backstory. This came in last night. Eleni and I were talking back and forth because I was like, I want to activate the bot, and how do I do this? And she's kind of walking me through this. This is what we do on Sundays. This is what nerds do on Sundays. Okay, guys? Like, nerds are cool. Nerds are the new cool people. The cool people aren't cool anymore. Think about who was, well, I was always cool, but so I took this lead that came in through the website. They wanted to look at a property. Somebody else is listening, but they came in through our website saying, I want to see this property tomorrow at 2:00. So then I inputted the lead into my Wise Agent account. And all I did, folks, because I'm not going to do extra, all I did was hit turn on the bot. Okay. And this is what happened. This is kind of the recording as it, right. So it says, nice to meet you, Patrick. I'm JMan a bot, which you name your bot. So why would it mind me JMan a bot? Everything is going to be branded with my brand. I'd be glad to help you with the buying process. Are you just looking out of curiosity? Or are you considering making a move with the next year or so? I didn't type any of that. The robot did. Okay? And then he says right off the bat, I'm interested in this property, 135 Stottle Road. Thanks for letting us know. Happy to help where we can. I would love to get something on my associate's calendar. I'm the associate, guys. Come on. Okay. For you, would there be a particular day or time that would work well for you to arrange this showing? I continue the recording. One moment. Boom. Look, tomorrow at 2:00. This dude is, so far, I really like him because he's got short answers. It's just no fluff. It's my kind of person, right? Tomorrow at 2:00. Okay. Got it. We'll pass it on to my associate that you're interested in 135 Stottle Road and let them coordinate with you. I'd love to get a little more information from you if possible. Have you been pre-qualified for a loan or will you be looking at a cash payment? Pre-qualified. Okay. Wonderful. Let's see how it continues. Getting your financing straight is tough. You're ahead of the game. Do you currently own your home? And if so, do you want to sell before you buy? Okay, so again, it's all happening while I'm watching. I think I was watching Henry Danger with my kids. Okay, if you have kids, you've watched.
I've not heard of that movie.
No, it's a show. It's a show.
Oh, it's a show. Okay.
But
My kids are older, but yeah.
I then get a text message that says, "Hey, lead converted. You may want to text this guy or call them immediately." So then I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
I go.
And
I
that's
hop in.
Wise Agent
Go
that's
ahead.
Wise Agent that notifies you because it realizes the bot sends, the bot is qualifying. That's exactly what the bot is doing. It's just qualifying this lead. And once it gets qualified, like, okay, they're ready to schedule an appointment with you, then the bot reaches out outside of that conversation to the agent saying, hey, you got a hot one here. You might want to reach out. And then this light blue where you can even see your picture, that's you texting.
Right. So I get it and it says, okay, this guy wants to see this house. So I hop on Home Snap. If most of you guys have Home Snap on my phone from my couch, I go 135 Starter Road. Boom. I schedule it through showing time. It's a go and show. Boom. He said 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock wasn't available. So I hit him back and I said, hey, I was able to get a 2:30 p.m. confirmed. I don't want more conversation. I'm not going to go, hey, would 2:30 work? I know you said 2.
Yeah.
Look at this is my verbiage here. 2:30 p.m. would work for Sada. Will that work? My cell number direct is, sorry to be so late, but I try not to drop the ball on any inquiries because real estate is so time sensitive. Yo, shoot, hold up. Let me give myself a round of applause.
That's a good one.
I mean, think about it, because this person is probably, they're sitting on their computer going, inquiry, inquiry, inquiry. This is 8:30 on a Sunday night. You know how many people got back to them besides me?
Yeah.
0.
And the nice thing too, I love how you said, where 2 o'clock wasn't available, so you just said 2:30, and you didn't ask, because that back and forth, like, oh, I don't know, let me check my calendar, blah, blah, blah. That just takes too much effort. I think just telling people, okay, let's just do it at this time. This is the next available time. It usually works best for everybody when you're kind of like on point with that.
And then I didn't stop the bot at that point, which I probably should have, Lenny, right? I probably should have stopped it because it was converted.
Yeah, because you could pause the bot. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't, but it kept going. It said, got it, thanks. And what's your ideal time frame to move? As soon as possible if this goes well. It then says, gotcha. Are you already committed to an agent? No, right? I've talked to a few other houses, but not committed to anyone. Perfect. We'd love to work with you. There's a number of ways we could. So I know that this guy's a cheater, right? I know that he's working with whoever. I'm just using real estate terms, right? Where it's like, he's just out there, whoever picks up their phone, he'll go look at a house with them. And then the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. Well, I want to get him committed to me. I know that my job at this showing, which I have scheduled for today at 2:30, is to get him to commit. Like, I'm going to be there building rapport. I'm going to bring my buyer's agent with me. I'm there for the initial showing, build rapport, boom, boom, boom. Here's Amy. She's going to work with you. Have a great day. And I walk off into the sunset. So really, my own time I've invested, there was 5 minutes from the couch, and there's going to be an hour for me to do this first showing, and then I'm going to hand it off.
But then can we tell them also, like, the time, like the amount of money that cost for that conversation for the bot to do? Because I think that's a ridiculously low number. And I'm always like,
how about this? Put it in the comments. The price is right. How much do you think per lead do you think it would cost for this bot, this auto bot, this AI bot to convert each lead? How much per month do you think that value would that be?
Yeah. So knowing that the average is $50 to acquire the lead, what do you think it would be to actually have that conversation and then qualify them? So
this is my text message this morning as I was getting ready for this webinar, and I'm like, oh shoot, I do have other business to attend to. And I'm like, Patrick, or do you prefer Pat? This is Jeremiah's JMan with REMADS. I will see you. I will be seeing you. See, I don't even speak full English when I text message. I'm always on time, so if anything changes, could you please text me? Have a great day. There's a couple things I'm reinforcing there. Like, I'm busy. I don't got time for you to be late. Your ass better be there at 2:30, because you get there at 2:45, I'm out. I can tell you that. I don't care how much You don't respect my time, I'm not going to respect yours, and we can't work together. So Billy Parrott says $1.30. Billy Parrott, you freaking know what this costs, you little punk. Don't be putting in lowball numbers here. Just like, wait, this is just like a realtor, isn't it? Like, it's worth $100,000. Let's offer $10.
Wait, and now she threw me off because I'm like, wait, what is it? I always have two numbers that float in my head, and I can't remember which one it is now.
All right. Well, this is $1.50 per month.
Yeah.
And that's that whole, not $1.50 per message that gets sent out. $1.50 per month to have this bot working for you.
Yeah.
Right? Per lead. Yeah, per lead.
Yeah.
So like, you couldn't pay a buyer's agent that, you couldn't pay any human being that money to nurture a lead.
Right. Because it takes 8, there's studies that show that there's at least 8 touches before you can convert a lead. So you have to talk to them, have somewhat of a rapport, like you keep saying. You have to reach out to them. And so it takes at least 8 times to reach out to them. So that, initial, text or phone call or email that you send out when the lead comes in and then you never bother to reach back out, that's not enough. And that's what every study is showing. And so what the bot does is it will actually, continue to reach out to them and let's say they don't reach out. So like we were testing last night, Jay was saying, and so I used myself as a test case. I got the text, I didn't reply. About 2 hours later, I got another text and I forgot what the text said, but it was basically like, hey, just let me know if I can help is what it said. So, it will continue to reach out to me if I don't turn this off in Jay's account for 12 months, even though I'm not responding to any of the text messages. It'll continue to reach out to me for that full year to see, if I'm interested, because things change. Your life, life scenarios change. And so this bot will just continue to reach out. And I think for $1.50 a lead a month, it's so worth it. You're going to spend, $15, let's say, and possibly in your return is going to be at least tenfold.
Oh,
if not more, depending on your market and whatever.
Right? Yeah, I mean, depending on your market,
on your splits,
it's costing you $18 a year, folks. $18 a year to make sure that you work every little bit of the business, because even if you're like, well, I don't want to bother them, you weren't bothering them anyways, right? Because you didn't call them. And you know who got bothered by them? The next agent that converted that lead. That next agent that's hungry, who just got started in the business, and they're coming to eat your breakfast. They're going to eat it. Yeah. And if you don't work it, they're going to be working it for you. I promise you that.
Yeah. And the nice thing is a couple of things. So one, you can do this with leads that are coming in automatically into your Wise Agent account. So they're coming in from your portal. It just happens automatically. So you don't even have to think about it. It just comes in, and that's what we're going to be setting up with Jay later on today, or this week. We'll be setting that up. So everything comes in automatically, and then the bot just turns on automatically. But let's say you already have a database full of leads from months ago or even years ago, and you're like, I don't know what I should do with these people. I mean, go back and look and see, did they buy it? Did they end up buying with you or whatever? Obviously, then you might not want to put them, if they just bought with you 6 months ago, don't put them on this bot. But, so you're going to want to go through your list of leads that you've acquired and add them to the bot. So you can add them manually as well. So it works both ways. So the leads that you bought 6 months ago, a year ago, or even last month, those aren't dead leads. You can still reach out to them. I think, Zillow had put out a report a couple of years ago. Only 30, I know, nobody likes that word, but they put out this report, and people buy a lot of their leads. And do you know that only 30% of those leads get contacted?
Yeah.
So that's crazy. If you're buying, it doesn't matter if it's Zillow or Realtor.com or any of those portals. I'm sure if Zillow is saying only 30% of them, are being contacted, it's the same across the board.
Well, let's say this. I want to give you guys another surprise. Oh, wait, I hit that wrong button.
I'm like, I said the Z word.
I was on the wrong screen. But this is where we're like, the RETA-verse is coming to action, right? Because we're going to set it up so that you have clients that you've sold to that do sell within a year or two, that you were like, oh, shoot, I had no idea. And they went and listed with somebody else because they thought you only worked with with buyers. There's some people who don't know how this whole process works, or you didn't stay in touch. Well, with JMan's Lister Predictor, when they get to that threshold, you bring in your whole database, and they reach a certain point. It then gets sent over to Wise Agent as a lead, or like, hey, this person is in a 60 to 80 or 81 to 100, and you could set them up on the Autobot, right? Saying the AI,
Yeah.
what do you want to call it? This is called JManabot. Set them up then on the JManabot so that they get that the seller predicted conversation, or the AI, because it's different. You set up the lead how it comes in, right? You set up those lead rules.
Right. You set up those lead rules as however you see fit. So, if the leads are coming in from, your website, and you have a landing page, and that landing page is targeting sellers or it's targeting buyers, then you're going to create the rule for that, seller or buyer. So really and then there's also, if you've got leads that are coming in for rentals, for if there's any loan officers out there watching today, for loan officers. So, and this also works in Spanish. So if they reply back to you, like, oh, and don't make fun of, like, habla español or whatever, and then, then the bot will start talking in Spanish. So it'll translate it into Spanish.
Oh, damas y caballeros, bienvenidos. Habla Jeremías
There you
Manero.
go.
Buenos días, buenos días, buenos días. Estoy aquí en la lucha como siempre. Yes, we will. That's great. Things just keep getting better. The more we talk,
Yeah.
gets better and better.
I know, I don't think I told you that.
I know. See, and wait, there's more, because this is where the missing link was for me when I was talking about JMan's List. Like, I could tell you, look, this is how data works. You sign up for it, and you don't do anything with it because you don't understand how it works. I say, here's the messenger bot. Here's how it works. You don't get how to drive traffic to that. And that's where the real value is. This 6-part training program that we're going to incorporate into this, we're going to teach you how to drive traffic using Facebook advertising, using video. Obviously, we drove traffic here today for you guys to watch this and to watch it on the playback. Like, I'm going to teach you all of that so that you're going to have these systems in place. Because this guy last night, proof is in the pudding, man. Oh, wait. Damn it. Wait, there's more. I got to say it again. Come back over here. Let's talk about the enhanced.
The lead enhancement.
Yes, because I have a video
Yes.
for that, I think. Let's see. I bet you I do. Let's see. Boom. Lead enhancement. Turn up the volume. Hold on, I gotta go back this way. Is there any volume to this? Maybe I didn't.
There should be. There is. I mean, I see your, yeah.
If I turn it
You
down.
have it muted. I don't know.
All right. What? Just tell us about it as I'm figuring out why that.
So the lead enhancement, what that does is all it needs is an email address. And what we'll do is we'll scrape social media. And you can see, so from any landing page, from any, or not necessarily a landing page, but from any form that comes in, again, from any of the portals, any of your websites, wherever you're getting in the leads, as long as there's an email address, we'll go ahead and scrape social media to see what information is out there on this person. So we'll check Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. Pinterest is my favorite one when they have a Pinterest account, especially if it's a buyer lead. If you're buying a house, I mean, you're going to be looking at houses and you're going to be pinning things like, oh, this is what I want my kitchen to look like. This is the backyard, and this is whatever, my dream house. So what then you can do is see like their LinkedIn profile. You can see maybe, you live in Rochester and it's like, well, why are they moving from Fountain Hills, Arizona to Rochester? Why are they looking at houses in Rochester?
Because it's awesome.
You go to LinkedIn and you see, oh, she's, her company moved or she got transferred to Rochester now. And so now you can see all this information about them. One, it's a great thing, a great like security measure. So now you can see, are they a real person? You can see a picture of them. So when you go to meet them and it looks like a completely different person, you can take care of yourself and stay safe. But then you also can start conversations with this. So let's say it is a real person. You can start building rapport. You can see what they like, what their hobbies are, what their work is. Kind of get a real idea of who they are, their social background on everything. So their social profile.
Well,
So that's what that is.
The real power, and this is going to be included because you're going to get the Wise Agent account, you're going to get a 30-day trial, you're going to get the enhanced listings, you got the AI bot on there. There was something else that the resources, my resources, exclusive resources that you won't get anywhere else, 30 plus, all of that's going to be included with your account. Now, I don't understand, or you guys don't understand how valuable it is to scrape that information, because let's face it, you all Facebook stalk people. I don't care if you admit it or not. Everybody hops on their Facebook and they go, let me see if this person is, and while it will help you, it will give you reasons to build rapport, ways to build rapport with people. Yeah. I can also find out who's toxic and who I don't want to have as a client, right? If I got somebody, I've been in the business long enough where, like, this guy's on there ranting and raving about all kinds of things that are controversial, and just, I'm not going to like him every single day that we do business. Peace, my friend, right? I'm going to refer that to the person in the office who loves dealing with all of those people that I don't.
Yeah. But then you can see on Instagram, like, oh, they've got, 7 kids and they're all under the age of 10. And you're like, oh, wow. And they're going to go on a show. Okay, well, they've got a lot of babies. Well, maybe you want to bring some coloring books to keep these kids quiet while you're showing them a house and trying to have a conversation. So
iPads.
You can, right? So you can start, it manages your own expectations too of what the conversation will be like, especially because I know as a realtor, you really should be kind of, outgoing and be able to build rapport with people, but not everyone can do that. And especially when it's a complete stranger. So this gives you kind of like a little heads up of who they are, so you can start having those kind of conversations. Oh, they're into sports, or they're into this, or they're into that. And then you can, have questions like already planned, so then you're not caught off guard on anything.
Billy will take care of you. Don't worry. We got you. We'll show you separately. We have a video, enhanced listing, where to activate that. It's on the left-hand side, but we got you. We got you. Don't worry.
I was like, where's he reading all these comments? I just noticed, because I don't have my glasses on. I just noticed a little red dot on there.
Here we go.
Hi, Billy. Oh, hi, Sabrina. I'm like, who's on here that I know? I got people on here.
Look at she's like, I see the lights. I see the lights all of a sudden. Nerds are the cool people. Okay, folks. So this is what I'm going to do. We're going to be doing another live stream at 12 p.m. today, so make sure you tune into that. I'm on all the Cyber Monday deals. You're going to go to JManazon.com, because we're an Amazon Live influencer. It's just fun. It's just freaking fun, I'll tell you that. So let's give Eleni a round of applause first. Let me go back over here.
I feel like I need to bow.
Yes, you should. As you should. I want to come back here for a second. Boom! Okay, so I know you're wondering what it costs, but first let's get into the savings, the value. Let's see what we have here. I'm going to see if this works. Sliding in from the left. Oh, there we go. Okay, right? So this is what you're going to get. I'm going to say all this. Well, that's weird. Okay, right here. No, right here. Right there. Right there. Right there. Okay, so you're going to get a free month from Surbotalot. That's a $99 value. You're going to get a free month from JMan's List to Predictor. That's an $89 value. For our Surbotalot, and once we send you the links, you can sign up and see, or you can look at the pricing that we have there. That's not going to apply to you. You just have to be sure to reserve your seat on the reta.jmanspeaks.com. You go there, you fill it out. We're going to get you the information. 50% off of that. The Wise Agent free month. Usually you get 2 weeks free. We negotiated hard with Eleni. We got you 1 week. We got you the enhanced listing, the AI bot included in there at $1.50 per lead per month. That's an amazing value. And this is where it gets even better. Okay, I don't care what you say. JMan resources are included in there, priceless. Because what I did is I took these resources, I created them, I made them pretty. I hired a graphic designer to make them pretty, because that's not my skill set, right? That's going to be included. My training, 6-part training, which at the very least, if I did it in an individual basis, would be $75 per training. That's a $450 value, okay? And then there's freaking one every month for the rest of 2022. So that's another $825. I'm losing money on this. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I am paying you to do this because I know in the future you guys are going to be great. This is really going to change your business, right? Total savings going to be $1,963. Good Lord, that's a great savings. Look at that. I'm going to hit you again. Kapow! Look at that. I'm sorry. I like gadgets and things that swoop in. So what you need to do, we're not going to ask for a credit card today, folks. You just need to reserve your seat. Reserve your seat. You see it. You're going to go to reta.jmanspeaks.com. It should be in the comments all the way up above. If you're watching the playback, it's reta.jmanspeaks.com. And what I'll do is I'll put it on the screen after I edit this on post-production. So right here, reta.jmanspeaks.com is where you want to go to reserve your seat. The training starts January 3rd. The reason is we wanted folks to sign up. We wanted you to have your account set up. We wanted you to have your messenger bot in place. We wanted you to have your lister predictor in place, all of that. And to be quite honest, it's also going to take Wise Agent some time because they have to do some special coding to make sure everything triggers properly. Those are all rules and triggers that are set up between Wise Agent and then the lister predictors powered through Reevaluate. And once we have all those relationships, this is custom, okay? Custom paid, custom fitted, okay? Like we did this for you guys to take it to the next level, and really because we want to make a difference in the lives of everybody that we talk to or engage with. That's it, folks. Welcome to the Retaverse. We're going to see you in the future. This is Jeremiah JMan with JMan Speaks. Let me see what. Go. I'm going to hit you with this one on the way out. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go. Get ready. Oh, you know what it is. Go hard or go home.
Go hard or go home. Go hard or go home. Go hard.